Hey guys, it's Brandon with Investment and Joy, and about 2 weeks ago I did a video on 9 side hustles with six-figure potentials, and it went over really well. If you haven't checked it, it's kind of like it goes along with this video. Just because I run into so many people that just can't think of ideas or things to do with their time that might potentially lead to a decent personal income with some potential advantages in the marketplace. If you can, do me a favor and like and subscribe. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, you probably should, so you could see posts like that. Where I got a message a couple nights ago that the police were at one of my apartment complexes searching through the basement because somebody moved in. So you could follow along with my unique lifestyle. But anyway, check out the 9 side hustles video if you already haven't. Thanks for watching my channel. And I have had so many people message me that are either in school or they're in college, high school, those kinds of situations. And they've asked me for what can they do to make some decent money in their spare time, knowing that owning a car is unlikely and it has to work around a different kind of schedule. You don't have a normal 9 to 5 job. So this video is for those kinds of people. So I'm going to start off with my number one suggestion that I ran through our Discord channel, and everybody, those that have done this have had great success, and it's doing an honor box. Some people know what an honor box is, some people don't. It's where you take a small usually they're cardboard box, and you fill it with snacks and candy and things of that nature, and then you go to local businesses. And this is really effective for teens because local businesses want to see young entrepreneurs succeed and do well at business. So going and approaching those kinds of businesses and say, hi, I'm a teen. I'm in high school. I'm trying to earn some side income. Can I put an honor box in your business? And then you fill said box with candy and snacks and things like that. And I have run into several people in the past 6 months that have started using little honor boxes made out of cardboard. And I'll put some links in the description below to try and give you guys some more resources on honor boxes. I guess Amazon sells them, but the really effective ones that I've seen have been homemade out of cardboard. And you fill them with snacks, and then you take them to local businesses, and then people drop in 50 cents or a dollar or whatever it is for snacks or candy or anything like that. And I've run into people that have a route, and they're typically walked rather than driving around. And they have I ran into one guy that was making $150K a year. Granted, he was driving. He was not a high school kid in school, but he was an adult doing honor boxes and absolutely killing it. And I've also run into a lot of teens and people in college that do honor boxes, and I've met a couple people get through college solely by doing honor boxes. So that's my number one recommendation. Some high schools will allow you to put honor boxes in, but you have to be careful. It's one of those kinds of things you have to pay attention to your local school's requirements or what they need. The second choice, and it is a huge one. My brother and I did this back probably 15 years ago, and it's just simple flipping. Flipping products that you can buy at a discount or at a severely low price, and then reselling them on eBay preferably. That would be number one. Then Facebook Marketplace or any upsell website, and then 3 would be Amazon or FBA. I'm not talking drop shipping. Please don't think that I'm recommending drop shipping at all. But I'm saying I very rarely can go to a yard sale and not find something that's at least 10% of what it's worth. A lot of times I can find things that are $1. I'll post up a picture of one of my favorite things. It's antique tools. I can go to yard sales all day long and buy antique drills are the big one around here for $1 a piece, and I can flip them any day of the week for 20 to 25. For me, like me, that does rentals and vending and run laundromat and YouTube, I don't have enough time to do it. But for someone that has time and access to computer and knows how to take decent pictures with a cell phone, the world can be yours because it's just so easy to resell online. And you can do it with minimal cost. Even if you don't have a car or transportation, you can do home pickup for UPS and USPS. You have to get on their list. But they even a lot of times will deliver you boxes. You have to figure your way around it. But it's something very easy you can do from your own home. with minimal going out and going to yard sales and things like that. You can also subscribe to something like BrickSeek, which is get the free trial or the free use, and you can go to places like Walmart and find products that are underpriced severely. The next one, and it's the good old-fashioned mowing. I know that is it's almost like a trope with teenagers, but we've got a couple guys on Discord that say, oh, you need to pound it into people's heads that mowing is still a wonderful avenue. I've met, even since my last video, I've met quite a few people that have negotiated themselves into free yard equipment just in the start of doing their lawn mowing business. The addition to this is, because it's cold out still now, is if you can shovel snow. I'm not trying to tell you guys that you can get a six-figure passive income by sitting on your butts on a computer 4 hours a week or whatever. All of this stuff requires physical labor and work. But the thing is, if you do it good and you can negotiate and you can be efficient at doing these jobs, there's no reason you can't make 25, 35, 45 an hour. You can do that if you're efficient with your time. If you're inefficient with your time, I'm sorry, but you're going to suck at all this stuff. Inefficient with your time, hustle, work hard at what you do, be efficient with your time. But mowing and shoveling snow, we have one of the guys on Discord that I mentioned, hey, I've met people that make money shoveling snow. And he came back on Discord, I kid you not, 8 or 9 hours later and said, Brandon, I made $400. Some bald hillbilly guy from Ohio that runs laundromats and does YouTube videos told him, hey, maybe you should talk about it. And he found people on Nextdoor where you're able to talk to your neighbors, maybe your wealthy neighbors. And he shoveled snow for almost a day and made $400. So if you're willing to do physical labor, that kind of stuff, it always works out so well. The next two are kind of similar together. The first one would be cleaning yards, cleaning houses, cleaning anything that's dirty and people don't have time for it. I've met quite a few people that are entrepreneurs and they do well with just cleaning crap. And it sounds so complicated, but it isn't. I've met many wealthy people and they said, if I had to start life over again, I would be in a cleaning type business, cleaning anything as a first step in the line to be self-sufficient and run a large company, because there's tons of money in it, and even they felt that you didn't even have to be efficient. And they ran into people that would come and pick them up to clean their house and clean things for them. And I've done it myself, going and picking up contractors and people that were willing to work for me on the labor aspect of things. So cleaning houses, cleaning yards, cleaning garages out. I know it sounds, you'll get dirty, but I'm dirty all the time too. And now I have 140 rentals. So it's just one of those things. If someone tells you you don't have to work hard, they're either trying to sell you something or they have no experience. You have to work hard. That's just the unfortunate fact of life. And the harder you work and the more efficient you work, and if you can learn to negotiate, market yourself, you'll do really well. Like I've said in other videos, my brother and I ran a paintball store, and there were times where we were making $50 an hour. But then we didn't improve our other associated skills with running a business, and we lost, and we lost out on it. So they hustle and work hard and try to learn your skill. The next thing would be detailing cars. I've met several people here very recently that are running detailing businesses, making between $35 and $50 an hour. It does require some startup if you want to make the bigger bucks, especially like car shampooing and steaming and things like that. Although a lot of those things can be bought for under about $50. You might have to get some seed money. You might have to break your piggy bank open or figure out some way to make some money. But detailing, from what I have seen, has been relatively lucrative, and it's almost an evergreen thing. I don't know what it is about the kinds of people that I run into on a regular basis that detail, but a lot of them are in and out of jail. And that's nothing against people. We'll be doing a felon special here soon, specifically business opportunities and ideas for people who have criminal backgrounds, because I get a lot of those requests on businesses a felon can do. But I run into this situation where I run into a lot of detailers, and some of them are super successful that are felons. And so there's some competition with it. But if you can be consistent about whatever business venture it is that you go into as a high schooler, you might find out that it's what you want to do in life. And there's nothing wrong with detailing cars or shoveling or cleaning, as long as you work hard, learn the associated marketing skills, and things of that nature. And then the last one is one of those things that's, to me, evergreen, and it is perfect freaking awesome for high schoolers, and it is to fix old people's technology. And it can blossom and be this big thing. But I remember a group of guys that would go around back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and people would always have blinking VCRs. You know, they'd flash 12 o'clock on them continuously, and they had a job where all they did was go around and they reset their clocks on their VCRs, and they charged $10 per person. And they would do it every single day of the week and do essentially nothing but reset people's clocks on their VCRs. I know it sounds ludicrous and weird, and I mean, I agree, it's weird. But they made bank doing it. And now in the world of cell phones, I can't believe that as a real estate investor, when I am sitting around a older gentleman or person that has technology and they have no clue what they're doing with their new iPhone or their Android, and they need somebody smart to do it. And I would say in the past 6 months, with these people that I associate with, they've offered me probably $100 just to fix their phone. And it's one of those things where if you're a young person and you are skilled and you've grown up with all this level of technology, that it's very easy to leverage that. And what I mean by leverage, I don't want to do corporate speak too much, but to use your knowledge, everyday knowledge of technology and those kinds of things, and you can use it and you can make money. Oh, my thing shut off. It's no signal. It's like my brain. Yeah. So using your knowledge of technology to leverage it and be the kind of person that people will call when they have tech problems, and then you charge a consulting fee, and people will pick you up. I promise. If you have to fix their smart technology, reprogram their TV, they will very likely come pick you up as a high schooler to go do it, and you'll still make 20 or 30 bucks off of it. Or maybe you'll have to get out and walk. And I know that walking to somebody's house doesn't sound fun, but the thing is, none of this stuff is fun, or at least it's not going to be fun until you get in the mindset that working hard and saving money and investing is a good thing. So thank you for watching. These are my top ideas. If you haven't watched my 9 side hustles that can earn 6 figures, go check that out, because this video is kind of a it's kind of a video that goes along. I'm also going to do a couple more videos because I've actually got a list of about 500 businesses that work pretty good. And if you're not on Discord, there's even more people that have experience with these kinds of things. So once again, this is Brandon with Investment Joy. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you.